This morning on The Dish, Chef Scott Conant, one of the best-known chefs in America. He is the vision behind the famed Scarpetta restaurant here in New York, with outposts in Miami, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, and Toronto. And his list of awards is almost as long as that list of restaurants.
His third cookbook, the Scarpetta Cookbook, features 125 of the restaurant's signature dishes. We are thrilled to welcome Chef Scott Conant back to The Dish. Scott, good morning.
Nice to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
So what's our Christmas meal here?
So we have some really, I'm a little bit biased, by the way. Let's just preface that. But this is delicious. Pork with a balsamic and molasses glaze. We have some great polenta, some caramel polenta.
When you say you're biased, how are you biased?
I'm biased that I think it's delicious.
Oh, okay.
That's what. So
you're not biased. I agree.
It's good, right? The farfalle, squid ink farfalle with lobster and basil breadcrumbs, some concentrated tomatoes, caramelized fennel, and this is a hazelnut cake. Brown butter hazelnut cake as well.
I'm so excited to have you do pasta since you eviscerate so many contestants on Chopped for improperly cooked pasta.
You know, there's a way to do things sometimes, and I'm open. I'm always open to learn different styles and different things. But sometimes things are the way they are because they're meant to stay that way. So big fan of tradition in that sense.
When you started out, you originally went to school to be a plumber, right?
I applied for the plumbing classes and I couldn't get in.
That's interesting.
It's really interesting. I couldn't get in. Too many people had applied for the program. So as a second choice, I chose Culinary Arts. And by the way, it's really good that it happened because I really am not a fan of physical labor. So as it turns out.
How did you pick Culinary Arts after you?
After plumbing, it was the only class other than gym that I had gotten an A in. Number one. So I figured it was a shoo-in. My third choice, which now, you mentioned my hair earlier, it was hairdressing.
Oh,
really?
You've got a knack for it, clearly. It's a different do since we've seen you on Chopped a little bit.
Thanks.
So this is a new cookbook, Scarpetta, which
yes.
I did not know what Scarpetta meant. I love that idea.
Scarpetta is when you grab a piece of bread and sop up what's on the plate, which in any cuisine, regardless of whether it's Italian or anything, I think that's the best part of eating, right?
What can we expect that's different, though, from this book than some of the others?
Well, there's a lot of, I always say that if there's an experience that you have inside Scarpetta in one of those restaurants, all the tools that you need to recreate that experience in your home are inside the book. So it's not just limited to great food, it's also some cocktails, lighting, textures, design features, all that kind of stuff.
Now, what are we drinking, by the way? Because it's not only looks good, it tastes really good.
This is a San Remo. So this is one of the signature cocktails.
Right.
So Carpana Antica, it's an aged vermouth, Saint-Germain, a little bit of Campari, a touch of orange juice, an orange rind. Isn't it good? It's so
It's really good.
It's refreshing.
It's maybe a little too good, especially at this hour.
They go down really easy. Be careful.
Now, so many people, I mean, you're synonymous. You're a master in the Italian cuisine. I read somewhere that you would actually think you might eat Japanese food more than you eat Italian food. Is that true?
It is true. And it's funny, a couple of years ago, I took a trip to Tokyo, and I specifically ate in restaurants where Japanese chefs were cooking Italian food. After years of studying in Italy, they would go back to Tokyo and open up Italian restaurants. And I have to say, it was probably amongst the best Italian food I've had in my life.
Really?
They're really such a great touch, a lot of those Japanese chefs. And Japanese food is probably my first love. I just absolutely love that cuisine. You've
had an incredibly busy year. How many restaurants have you opened?
Well, not this year. I haven't opened that many. I've had a pretty crazy year, but I have 6 restaurants overall.
Right.
We do some work with American Express at the Centurion Lounge in the McCarran Airport in Las Vegas.
Wow.
And all kinds of stuff. So fun times. Fun times.
What is the vantage point you have of new young chefs coming up? Because on Chopped, you're seeing young people who just want to get in the industry and they want your job.
They can have it, by the way. I love young talent, and I think to harness it and really allow them to focus and hone that skill set is that's the real benefit of working with the team on Chopped. Because it really is about how far they can take it. But it really needs to be focused. When you have that many restaurants, what's the secret to making each one distinct? It's all about surrounding yourself with good people, I think. And I have an amazing team in each one of those restaurants, and that's the key. Well, I wish that we had some bread so I could sop everything up off this plate. It's delicious. Chef Scott Conant, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And for more on The Dish, head to our website at CBS This Morning.